everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sari and you are watching my knitting podcast videos. Today I'm going to make a little shorter video because I'm leaving for Seattle tomorrow and I still have everything to pack and so on. So just a short video. I wanted to show you the two new patterns that I just released yesterday. So one of them is the Moonflower pullover that you see me wearing at the moment, and the second one is the matching Moonflower color. So I started to knit this already last autumn, and if you have been watching my YouTube videos, you have seen me showing this design a couple of times on the videos. So I wanted to create an off-white cable pullover because that's one of my favorite things to wear. I have a whole Pinterest board full of photos of off-white cable pullovers, so I think that is like the ultimate classic winter look. It never goes out of style. So this is what I came up with. If I back down a bit, then you can see the whole sweater. So it has this cable pattern here on the front, and then there are a couple of like braided cables on the sides, and then this 4 cable pattern that creates a little eyelet pattern over here. So that's created by drawing one stitch over other 2 stitches and then making a yarn over to create the little eyelet in the middle of the stitch. And then of course there's seed stitch on the sleeves and on the sides. And I have always loved all kinds of textured knits. My favorite is probably moss stitch, which is similar to seed stitch, except here you always have one knit and one purl alternating, both next to each other and on every other row. Whereas if you knit moss stitch, you always have 2 knit stitches stacked on one another, and then 2 purl stitches stacked on one another. So it's slightly different. Actually, I have here. So this one has moss stitch here on the side, and this one has seed stitch. Of course, the gauge is different, but you can see the difference. So here you always have 2 knit stitches and two purl stitches. So the pattern is slightly different. And then of course there's the middle cable and some garter stitch always here in the middle. And I've heard people say on Instagram that this looks very intimidating. They think this is also very time consuming. I wouldn't say this is very complicated. It only has the same stitches, same cable patterns as the braided one. So it has 2/2 left cables and 2/2 right cables. So that's the same for this pattern. And then this also has a couple of 2/1 left and right cables. So it's not actually that hard. If you think the pattern like every row, then you can see that there isn't a lot of cables per row. So there, for example, here you only have these 2 cables on this row of the pattern. So it's super simple. It's much simpler than it first appears, as is the whole sweater. So I would definitely rate this as adventurous beginner. So if you know how to make the basic increases, because you need to increase on the shoulders, and you know how to knit the basic cables, then you're good to go. You don't need any other skills for this one. The yarn that I used for this one is Camellia Fibre company, and this is their Serene Merino Aran, and the colorway is called Moonflower. I think I talked about this in my previous episode, that the name of the sweater is also Moonflower, so it was definitely inspired by the colorway name. So I often use either the yarn name or the colorway name as like the working title when I knit something before they have the actual name. And sometimes, like in this case, I thought the Moonflower name was so good that I wanted to use it for this sweater as well. And yet, of course, there's also this braided cable on the sleeves, as well as here on the side. You can see it over here. And then I have the matching collar pattern. So I really liked knitting the cables, like I said, so I wanted to use the pattern for something else as well. And I think I made my first knitted collar some like 2 years ago. It was the Viima collar, and I have been using that one a lot because it's such a great layering piece. You can put it under your coat, so you don't have like a long scarf that you need to tie around your neck. It still keeps you warm, it looks stylish, it looks almost like you're wearing a turtleneck sweater underneath your coat. You can easily take it off when you go inside, and I think a couple of years ago when we went to Copenhagen, it was like trench coat weather already, but there was like really cold wind coming from the sea, and I was wearing the Viima collar, like just t-shirt and the trench coat, and then adding the collar as a layering piece and taking it off when it was warm enough. So here you can see the back of it. So you start by casting on stitches for the back neck. This applies both to this collar and as well as this sweater that I'm wearing. So you start the sweater as well on the back neck, and then start increasing on the sides until you get the full width. So this only has the cable pattern, and here you still make some of the increases in the seed stitch pattern. And after that, just work downwards for the sweater until the armholes, and for this until you reach the back end of the back, so there's a bit of ribbing at the end. And then you pick stitches along the shoulder, so this was where we increased on the back, and then pick up stitches over the shoulder line, and then work the front, join the neck at the middle, and then work towards the end. And this collar, it has a bit of decreases here on the sides of the front. Everything is charted, so you just follow the chart for the front and the back and you're good to go. And it has this kind of like I-cord edge over here, which keeps the edge like really neat, and then of course ribbing. And lastly you pick stitches for the neck and work that in the round. And for this one I folded the collar on the inside, and this one has turtleneck, but you could easily just continue the neck on this one as well and make it into a turtleneck, or if you don't like folded necks, then just make it a shorter one and bind off stitches. I recommend tubular bind off, so that makes the edge super neat, especially if you're not folding it. If you're folding it, there's like no point of making the tubular bind off because it's going to be seamed on the inside. But yeah, I want to still show you, because I started a second color. Like I said, I really like the pattern. So here you can see the construction better. So this is the back piece. So here's my cast on edge, and here you can see where I have increased in the pattern, and then I have worked the whole back cable, and I'm down to the ribbing. And then next thing would be picking up stitches along these sloped shoulder lines and working the front. And for this one I'm using Sandnes Garn Double Sunday. This is the colorway 2345 and this is Sandnes Garn Tynn silk mohair. I absolutely love this color combination. I would definitely want to have a sweater in this color combination as well. The only thing is that this colorway does not exist anymore, so it's an old colorway. I had a skein and a half in my stash, so I combined these two together, and like I said, I absolutely love this color combination, and unfortunately this colorway is discontinued, so I'm not able to get more of it, but the sweater would also look absolutely amazing in this color, I think. So these are two new patterns. I can just show the sweater to you a bit more. So here you can see it when I back away. So it has drop shoulders, cable patterns. This is the back, so you can see how it looks on the back side as well. And I will be adding a little discount for my YouTube followers. So if you use the code Moonflower either in my Ravelry shop or in my Shopify shop, you will get a 20% discount, and the discount is valid until the end of the month, so until end of January 2024. I will add the link to the pattern and the discount code and everything you need, the yarn names, everything, below this video. So the discount is both for the sweater or the color or both. If you want to buy both or either, you can use the code Moonflower to get that discount. So Moonflower pullover and the Moonflower color, and of course I have to show you. I didn't even put this on, so I will just still show this to you when I'm wearing it. So this is how it looks like. So here's the front, shoulders, and this is the back side, and you can see the color over here. Thanks for watching this short little video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will be making more of my videos when I get back from Seattle. See you, bye!